hi. Bentley wanted to join us again. Bentley really likes being on YouTube. Say hi, Bentley. Say hi. What do you see? What do you see? I know. You guys don't want us to go to New York. You don't want us to go to New York. No. You're going to miss us. It's okay. It's okay. They're going to go see their grandpa while we're gone. Yeah. Go see their grandpa and Uncle Ryan. Okay. Variety pack snacks. Oh my gosh. What is that? There's a bug. Sorry guys, I don't know why, but every time I film, there's always a bug. And I have to kill it. And I don't like killing bugs. I don't like bugs. I don't like bugs. Hello magical human beings and welcome back. Sorry I have been a little MIA just recently. We've been super busy with the summer and with all like the holidays and stuff of the 4th of July, and so I have not been able to hop on here. But I do have some exciting news. We are in the midst of getting ready to go to New York, and I am super excited. This is going to be Sawyer's first time. I went there when I was 15 years old with my grandparents. It was so cool, and I can't wait to share that with Sawyer on our first trip as husband and wife. Just a little background on our trip to New York. We have been saying that we want to go to New York for a while. I have a friend who lives in New York. His name is JP, and he has been in New York since we graduated. I've been friends with JP since we were 4 years old, and I have been saying that I'm going to go out there, and I just haven't had the chance to go, and I finally got the courage to go, and we're making it happen. So in this video, I just want to share with you some helpful tips on what we have done to get us to where we are now to go to New York. These tips have been super helpful this past couple months while we've been planning and getting everything all situated to go. And so I just want to share them with you in hopes that if you are going on a trip, whether it's to New York or if it's, you know, overseas, or if you're just going on a short road trip for the weekend, I hope these can help you. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with tip number 10 and then go down to 1 because I feel like that's going to be helpful. Okay. So for my first tip on traveling is pack snacks. If you are going to be doing a road trip, or if you are going to be flying somewhere, it's always nice to have those snacks just in case, because you never know. Sometimes things can be a little expensive and you just don't want to have that. But yeah, so Sawyer and I, when we go on trips or stuff, we always just go to our local grocery store, get those big bags of variety chips. They have like different varieties in it, and I think that that's very good because then you aren't just like stuck with one thing to eat. And then we just get some waters, some juices. I don't drink pop or anything, so that saves us money too, because you know it's also healthy to just have, you know, water to stay hydrated while you are on your road trip or if you're flying, and it's good for your budget as well. So for my first tip, I think it's very important to pack snacks. Snacks can be expensive, especially at airports, and so you definitely want to save your money so that you can do more on your actual trip. And so yeah, so I think packing snacks is going to be very helpful for your budget, and it will save you a lot so that you can put your money towards something that you actually want to do on your trip. So for the next tip, and this is something for the photographer at heart, for tip number 9, make sure that there is enough room on your camera or your phone, because you want to make sure that you are able to capture every moment of your vacation. I am a photographer at heart. I love documenting my life, and so I am constantly taking pictures, whether it's for social media or if it's for just something to look back on and be able to treasure. So definitely make sure that you have enough space on your camera. With Sawyer and I going to New York, it's going to be camera overload. I am constantly gonna be taking pictures. So what I just did, actually last night I cleared my photos, and I just put the photos that I have on my camera, I just put on Facebook so that I'm able to keep them. Another thing that you can use is Google Photos. That's always very helpful. It keeps all of your photos safe. And so what I do is I just put all my photos on there so that I know that I have them, and then that saved up so much space. I think I deleted like 2,000 photos off of my phone. Like I said, I take a lot of pictures. So definitely do that, and then that way you don't have to worry about not having enough space. If there is that one photo that you want to take, make sure that you have enough space on your cameras. For tip number 8. Tip number 8 is look up, or what I thought was very, very helpful in getting ready for New York, is to get a packing list. A packing list you can easily access on Pinterest. You can look up on Google different packing lists. I even went above and beyond and specified packing list for New York, and that way it helped me. And I even said like the time frame that we were coming to New York, which is in July, so it's the summertime. So what do you wear in the summertime in New York? And I got many, many, many lists of what to pack when you go to New York, and I am officially packed. Just by having that helpful packing list, you can definitely see stuff that you need to get, stuff that you have, and then that way it can save your budget as well. And then that way before you go, because I know I have had this happen multiple times where you forget the smallest thing, whether it's your toothbrush or your charger or even your wallet. Sometimes it's not fun. One time I even forgot all of our clothes. We were going for a weekend trip to Sawyer's Aunts, and we completely forgot all of our stuff. How that happened, I have no idea. So having a packing list will be very, very helpful for you. And also when you're on your way back, that's very helpful. I know I always forget stuff in the hotels, so that's something to look back on and know what all specifically you brought so that you don't forget it, because that's always really hard to get that stuff back. Definitely look at a packing list, even if you like to write out your own list. I'm a sucker for writing lists myself, so that will be very helpful for you. My computer almost just died, so back on to where we were at. Definitely look up packing list, whether it's for a specific trip or if you're just packing just for a weekend getaway. Having a list is very, very beneficial. So for tip number 7, and this is just kind of like a mental tip, not really anything for like packing or anything, but try to see as much as you can without getting overwhelmed. It is very crucial to take this, because especially for New York. I'm sorry, I'm using New York because that's what I'm going through right now.
I'm in New York.
That's why I'm going to New York.
New York! Thank you, New York City!
But New York, there's so many things that you want to see. There's so many things that you want to do. I'm only going to be there for 5 days. And so we want to see as much as we can, but also we don't want to be overwhelmed. We want to actually enjoy ourselves on our trip. So my 7th tip is try doing what you can do without getting overwhelmed. And just always like remember, you can come back and you can visit, you can see more and do more. Like I said, when I was 15, I went to New York. I visited many, many places with my grandparents, and I was only there for 3 days. I didn't really even see as much of New York, and now I'm going back. And so one of the things that I didn't get to see when I was there was the 9/11 memorial. So that's one of the big things that I wanted to see on the list. And Sawyer, he's all about food. So he wants to go to all the restaurants. Food! And there are 1,000 restaurants that you could go to when you're in New York. So we just picked our favorite ones, and that's how we're gonna go. We even made a list just in case if like the restaurant was too busy, or if we couldn't get in and it was maybe a long wait, or if we're just looking for like Chinese that day or Mexican that day, or we just want a slice of pizza. We put an extra list of restaurants that we want to go to, and then maybe next time we go to New York, we'll go to those as well. So definitely don't don't overwhelm yourself. Don't get discouraged if you can't go to a certain place because you ran out of time. Just enjoy yourselves. You're on vacation. So then tip number 6, make reservations. Like I said, Sawyer wants to go to all of the restaurants in New York.
Food!
He loves food. So he wrote out a couple of places that he wanted to go to in New York. Restaurants could be booked for months, weeks. Luckily, having JP in New York, he was able to make those reservations for us because we're going for my birthday, and we're also going for JP's birthday as well. His birthday is July 21st, mine is July 23rd, so 2 days apart. So we're gonna go to a restaurant for his birthday, my birthday, and then we're gonna go to all of our other places that we wanted to go to as well. So by making those reservations, you know that you'll be able to get right in. So definitely make reservations in advance. Even if it's like 2 weeks, I think that's still a good time. Depending on how popular the restaurant is though, you might want to do maybe a month or 2 in advance. Number 5 is just kind of like number 6. So number 5 is book your tickets ahead of time. We're gonna go see a musical, and this is pretty much the big chunk of why I'm going to New York, just to see my friend JP as well. But then also, I am a huge fan of Moulin Rouge. That is my favorite movie of all time. And it is finally on Broadway, and I've been telling JP since we graduated that we were going to go to New York when that comes out on Broadway, and it finally has, and I'm so excited. And so we actually got our tickets in January. Like right when they came out, we got those tickets, and actually it's beneficial to get your tickets ahead of time because you save money. Our tickets, because we got them at the time we did, we saved almost like $100. We got really good seats, so seats on a budget. And then other places that we want to go to, like there's a place that we want to go to called The Vessel, and my friend JP really wants to go see it. So you have to get tickets for that, and by us getting tickets, we got tickets maybe 3 weeks in advance, and it was free.
Wow.
Everybody, we got those tickets for free just because we booked in advance. In the end, you're going to save money, and we're all about saving money here. So for tip number 4, and I think this is probably the coolest thing that I did for planning this trip, and actually my friend gave me this advice when she came and visited me, and she said that she got it from Kim Kardashian. So thank you, Kim Kardashian, for this helpful tip. When you are going on a trip, take a photo of yourself in each outfit that you are planning on wearing. That way it saves you space in your luggage, and then you know exactly what you're going to be wearing, so then it's not like a hassle trying to figure out an outfit for that day. So what I did was I took different pictures of different occasions and different parts of the day. So for example, like in the morning, if we want to go to Central Park, here's a Central Park outfit, this is what I'm going to wear. And then that night we're going to Moulin Rouge. So here is my Moulin Rouge outfit. Here's my birthday dinner outfit. Here's JP's birthday dinner outfit. So then I know exactly what I'm going to be wearing. And I'm going to New York. So a big thing is make sure that I'm wearing comfy shoes. So a lot of my outfits that I do have heels, which is probably going to be the worst decision of my life in New York because you're going to be walking a lot. So what I did also is I have my purse is pretty big, and so I'm going to just put an extra pair of like comfy shoes. Wherever you're going, make sure that you pack something comfy. Comfy clothes, comfy shoes, pack it. Another thing is you never know for the weather, and so make sure when you are packing your outfits, you are packing something that is going to be weather related. I didn't realize this at first. I actually just looked at the weather the other day, and it's supposed to rain one of our days. So I have my rain jacket ready and my sneakers ready so that I'm not ruining any of my shoes and I'm not ruining any of my clothes. So I have my rain jacket, get your rain gear, Or if you're going something cold, make sure that you are packing accordingly to the weather. So that's just all my tips as far as for packing for tip number 4. For tip number 4, take a photo of yourself in all of your outfits so that way you can plan accordingly, and make sure to label them for what occasion or what part of the day. Make sure that you pack extra shoes that are comfortable just in case the shoes that you are wearing at that time start to hurt. Trust me, you will really appreciate that. And make sure that you are packing weather accordingly. Pack your rain gear, pack your sweatshirts. And then also the last tip for packing for tip number 4 is make sure that you are using the KonMari method. The KonMari method is basically, instead of layering your clothes on top of each other, roll them and put them side to side. As you are packing, make sure that you are rolling so that you can minimize space for your luggage, and then that way you can also, I always put my clothes together as far as like the outfit. So like Monday, here's my outfit, Tuesday, here's my outfit, and then I put the shoes right next to it. So then that way it is very smooth and I don't have to start searching and throwing articles of clothing, because again, that brings you to tip number 8 where you start to lose things. So making sure that you are doing the KonMari method of rolling, keeping things together, it will save you lots of stress. That is our tip number 4. Tip number 3, plan your itinerary. Plan the places you want to go. This is my top advice for anyone who is going on a vacation or going on a road trip. Make sure that you plan what you want to do. You don't want to just go to your destination and be like, oh, this is nice, now where do I go from here? I'm a huge planner. I make sure that I plan everything down to the very last detail. That way it helps with your budget, it helps with stress, and it makes the vacation a lot more enjoyable. Sawyer is not the type of person that likes to plan, so luckily he has me because I am a planner. So I planned out all the stuff that we wanted to go see. I made a little itinerary right here, and the itinerary basically has, for Monday, this is what we are going to do. So as you can see here, so day 1, that's going to be Saturday. We are driving Friday night, late Friday night, because we get into our hotel at 11 on Saturday. So we're going to get up right when you guys are probably falling asleep on Friday night. We are getting up at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to drive to New Jersey, and we are going to park our car in New Jersey, and then my friend JP is going to pick us up, and then we're going to take the subway into the city. So I'm really excited to ride a subway, to get on the subway. I've never been on the subway, so I'm really excited for that. So for our first day, we figured that that's just going to be Times Square. Our hotel is close to Times Square. It's the Manhattan. So when we go in Times Square, one of my big things that I wanted to go see is the Disney store. I went there when I was 15 and it was so overwhelming of Disney stuff, and so I'm excited to go back there and hopefully get some stuff for our trip. So I wanted to go to the Disney store. Sawyer wanted to go to the Converse store, and then my friend JP worked at M&M World, and so I really wanted to go there and kind of see where he was working, and then we're gonna go to Madame Tussauds. I think I'm saying that right, Madame Tussauds. It's the wax museum, so all those celebrities with their wax museum, and that's where we wanted to go. And then we're gonna see the Empire State Building and Rockefeller Center as well. And then we also have, as you can see, different restaurants that we want to go to. Sawyer's big place that he wanted to go to is Katz. Katz is a very, very well-known deli in New York. If you guys have seen When Harry Meets Sally.
Oh, God.
I'll have what she's having.
Is at Katz. So we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna go to La Riviere. I think I'm saying that right, La Riviere. We, for the past couple months, have been watching some videos on Facebook on top places to go to, and I'm a huge fan of French onion soup, and they actually have a French onion soup burger. So I already know, and that's another thing as far as planning. I plan my meals of what I'm gonna get as well, because that helps us with our budget. Day 2, right here, we're gonna go to Day 2 is actually JP's birthday, so I left that open for places that he wanted to go to. He ended up saying that he doesn't care where he went, so I put a little bit of maybe going to Central Park that day. He is actually going to see The Prom on Broadway. That's one of his favorite musicals, and it's actually closing this summer, so he wanted to go to that, where Sawyer and I, we didn't have it in our budget to go see another musical, so we downsized a little bit, and we are going to go see The Lion King in the theaters. Lion King is coming out on the 19th, and so we're going to go see it. That is my favorite Disney movie of all time. I know I'm going to cry, and I'm going to be in New York, so my emotions are just going to be all over the place. But we're going to go see that while they go see The Prom, and then we're going to go to Latitudes for dinner, and then we're going to go to Conrad's Loopy Doopy Rooftop Bar. Lots of cool places, and I will put all the links in the description below if you guys are looking to go to New York and you want to stop and see those places, so I'll link all that below. Day 3, that's when we're gonna go see Moulin Rouge. That's in the middle of our birthdays. We're gonna go to Moulin Rouge, go to the Crown Rooftop in Chinatown. That's very Instagram worthy. It has a beautiful view of the New York skyline. We're gonna go to Stardust, which is a restaurant where all of the waitresses and waiters, they sing while you are enjoying your dinner, so that's going to be really exciting. We're going to go to the Museum of Illusions. We're going to go to Emily's, which is quoted to have the best burger in New York, so of course Sawyer hopped on that one. And then Milk and Cream, which is kind of like an ice cream place, but you can also have cereal there, so that's another thing that Sawyer really wanted to go to. And then we're going to go to the Vessel that day, which is that Instagram place that JP wanted to go to. That looks like Beehive right here. Day 4, that's my birthday. There's a lot that we're going to be doing. We're going to be going to Little Italy. I really wanted to see the Audrey Hepburn mural, and then we're going to go have lunch at Parm, go to the 9/11 memorial. Hopefully I don't cry. I don't really want to cry on my birthday. And then we're going to see the Statue of Liberty, go to the karaoke bar. I don't know what the name of the karaoke bar is, but you guys will see it in our New York video. But I really wanted to go to a karaoke bar. We're also going to go to the Museum of Sex. And then we're going to go to a drag show as well for dinner that night. I'm a huge seafood fan, so we're going to go to the Seafire Grill. And then that brings us to our last day in New York, which is the Brooklyn day, so we're going to go to the Brooklyn Bridge. We're going to go to, and I'm probably going to butcher this, so I really apologize, it's Grimaldi's Pizzeria. It's supposed to have a really good pizza that we've heard from one of our friends. And then we're going to go to the Peter Pan Bakery, and then Sawyer really wanted to go see the Biggie Smalls mural in Brooklyn because he is a huge Biggie Smalls fan. And then the next day is just us getting up, getting our luggage, and then coming back home, back to reality. So, like I said, this is a huge tip that I really want you guys to take from this is plan your vacation. Having all of that, we literally listed everything that we wanted to do, and we were able to put it all in a time frame. Possibly there's a chance that we won't be able to see everything, but I won't get too discouraged because we are going to be so busy with all of the places that we want to visit. So definitely plan out your itinerary. You will thank me for it. And then tip number 2, again, this is another mental thing, but make it happen. Sawyer and I have said for years that we want to go to New York. We have put it on the back burner, and now we're ready to finally travel. I love to travel, and I really want, and we have places that we want to go to on our bucket list, and we're going to be doing that in the next couple of years. We're going to be doing a lot of traveling. So this was one of them, and we finally just pushed ourselves and we are going. So tip number 2, make it happen and go for it. And then tip number 1, this is my best tip to have, is budget. Figure out your fees. You never know if you have to pay for an Uber, a taxi, your tips for the waitress or waiter, tipping your waiter, housekeeping, all that kind of stuff. you want to make sure that you have enough money so that you are not having a bad time on your vacation. You don't want to fight over your finances. And so make sure that you are budgeting for your trip. And that is all we have today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully it helped you plan your next vacation and your next getaway. This is us signing off. We hope you guys have a good night, a good day, but whatever it is, we hope it's magical. Bye guys! Hi all, welcome back. You didn't think I was done just yet, did you? Just want to thank you all for watching my videos and let you all know that the music that you saw throughout this video along with the clips are not owned by me. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on all social media platforms linked in the description box below, or you can find it on this title page right here. And also, join in the adventure by watching some of my other videos, and make sure to subscribe so you can see future videos that you don't want to miss. You all have a magical day. We'll see you next time.